Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Egypt Old Kingdom Let's Play. So pick things back up for turn 250, and we have a couple remaining pyramids and dwellings to finish for our 4th dynasty, and one more tomb and one more dwelling. And for this dwelling in particular, we're going to be rushing it for this final turn. And then for the pyramid, I think that is in the city view. And that have one turn remaining as well, I think. Somewhere over here. Yep. And then we'll be ready to go. So what we will do before we end turn here is take stock of our blessings. There's a couple more we want to reactivate. We don't have much now. Favor of Sakar, which basically just reduces tomb upkeep. And we're going to do a nice round, 73. Let's boost it 15%. We don't need much more food, but we want to build up our army and our production and luxury. And that's about it. We could weaken our enemy. There is a couple fights we want to get involved in, so let's hop in there. And if we look on the map, we have one free population. I think we got done with the fight, and we're still kind of torn about how we can conquer Lower Nubia. It's just really not feasible. We're setting up this fight, but as you can see, we're not going to be favored at all. We could shift the force. It's only been one turn. We could easily cancel it. Go down here and take against the Flax people. This is a much easier raid and also a much lucrative raid for us. So we'll do that and we can eventually vassalize them. There's some good land that we can fix, and it will be much more lucrative than our city land. Actually, there's plenty of tiles that's not gonna yield much for us, and a favor is probably the only thing we're kind of looking for. Barrack, we need armies. 3 points of food, it's not even that lucrative considering that we can fish for 5, so we need to pull some of these. 3.3, that's just not good enough. We can also send someone out here for copper. That's a good production. Let's put a population there. I believe they died. Bit unfortunate. We're actually trading over here. It's too far for us to conquer them. These land need to be explored. We can say goodbye to, let's see. Can't move them. Can't move them. A lot of culture and favor. 1.6. This is our winner, I think. 3.3, 0.4. It's just not good enough. 1.2 is just terrible. Let's put him back, free him up. Yeah, I think that's our worst offender. And they can explore for us. During the Neolithic era, astounding construction from huge stones was created in the British Isles. Stone were put in such a way that sunlight passes through them during the summer and winter solstices. People who created this marvel were able to honor the sun and their ancestors. Let's see. Autobiography for faster culture gain. I mean, at this point, 22 is very minimum. 2 favor might actually be better. If we wait and hit 2.5k the next turn, scouting duration minus 10%. It's a little late for that, I think. These can wait. I still don't know what these one-time symbol do, but we have a bunch of them, actually. Expedition efficiency. This one's good. Hereditary bureaucracy. 3,200. Maybe we should wait for that. That seems to be the one that's going to bring us the most benefits. That is amazing. That is amazing too. Art of War level 1. I guess these are repeatable. These final 6 here are repeatable. Percentage gain of each resource. 8,000 a pop. Alright, we'll wait a little bit there. Exploring, working everywhere else. Trading when we're not conquering. It makes sense, we have decent trade profits. And then we can assimilate them once we do hit 100%. So let's continue. Ooh, that is one big tomb. We lost another cargo. It's only bronze. We took forever. 3 turns faster to get silver. But we're okay with this. All colossal construction were finished in the best way possible. Kings went to the world of gods in all their splendor, ensuring the order of Maat on Earth for many years to come. We had to rush construction if we wanted to get this any higher. All highly complicated organization of logistics and construction allowed us to create man-made mountains worthy of living gods. Pyramids of the 4th Dynasty shall be true symbols of power of Egyptian civilization. Alright, good for us, and we'll be hitting the 5th Dynasty soon for another trial. Our trial scores have been dropping steadily each time, not doing so hot. 3.2k, 2 more turns. We'll get this first. And I think we're good. Society grows in power. The Antelope people in the land of Wawat region are becoming more numerous. They're getting even stronger. This conquest is really going to be difficult. The 5th dynasty comes to power. This dynasty will become famous for tracing its lineage to the sons of the god Ra. They built sun temples in the name of Ra and have lost interest in building huge pyramids. The power of Egypt peaked during their rule. So we can build smaller tombs and we don't get a bonus for colossal size. Okay, I don't mind building smaller. 9 construction projects, 19 turns. And let's go. So, first tomb. Default settings, only 3 turns. We're going large. The benefit of colossal is reduced. Going small is only a production thing. Yeah, we can go... We can actually go create... Let's do default, actually. We can handle it. We have 1k in production and a lot of luxuries. We'll speed it up when it's 2 turns. Society grow... Yeah, right. The Lower Nubia is just ever stronger. Pick this up, which actually boosts us quite decently. And that's pretty much it. Children of Ra reforms. The 4th dynasty came to an end under mysterious circumstances, with the gods punishing kings for their excessive wastefulness. King Userkaf has commenced massive reforms. From now on, kings should be more modest, honor their father Ra, and love their subject. Decentralization unlocked. Free expedition chance due to intensified decentralization. Nomarchies, the regional governors, acquire the right to send industrial expeditions of their own accord. That will increase the influx of resources into state coffer. So we can get a free expedition. How do we increase the level of decentralization? They also acquire the right to local armed forces. Remote battle penalties decreased. Where is... Oh, it's right here now. So we can pay luxury to boost the percentage of culture we have. Pay production to increase barrack bonuses. And also increase their maintenance cost. More food productivity. Upkeep goes up, but the effect also goes up. Decentralization goes up. Tax collection goes up. Let's upgrade the regions first. I do want to increase decentralization. Ah, so we're picking up decentralization. That's what this is. We got it ahead of time. And then I'm also interested in this one. Yeah, productivity actually goes up. Our food is going to be flowing in, and we can then pay for that barrack bonus increase, barrack maintenance. And that's going to be worthwhile. We want stronger armies for Nubia. We'll pay a little bit of luxury here so that we can get our tech a little bit faster. Cost. So this is a food boost. Right, the cost exposition are basically food. I'm gonna dump it. Gonna go to spoilage anyways. We'll see how much we can increase that. And now when we look at tech, we might value ones that increase decentralization. Alright, sounds good. We can't beat them. We can trade with them. It's not very lucrative. We'll keep exploring. The Libyans got a little bit of culture for that. I forgot to speed this up. I guess we just won't do it this turn. Yeah, we want more food production, so better efficiency here. Trying to reduce spoilage. This is gonna hit 100% first. And we should be fighting some winnable wars here. We finally reached the Red Sea. That should be our next temple, the Sun Temple of Yuzakov. 3 turns. Guess we won't rush it. I'm not so keen on the score. The swamp is drained here. The yield is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. We'll annex them. This should give us a population boost as well. Right, we made those into pastures. We need to make this into a pasture too. Not that we need the food, but I don't want to pay the upkeep. Decentralization costs too much. Let's improve this a bit more. Got 1 free worker. We can go pick up luxuries here. We can also travel the world. I don't know if this is worth it. It's only about 20 per turn, if we think about it. We are still getting the luxury. Its ratio is going to be 20 per turn, maybe just for achievements. We can reach China, Indonesia, Australia, Antarctica. A lot of fantasy element here, of course. I guess we do it, because we're doing it over here. Yeah, we can afford that. We could use the food because of this. The Royal Annals of the Old Kingdom. The Palmermo stone is the most ancient chronicle of Egyptian kings of the first 5 dynasties and a very important historical and chronological source for the Old Kingdom. The most important events of each year, such as religious festivals, tax collection, and construction of temple, were recorded in it, as well as now Indonesian heights. And we'll go get our blessings back first. I don't think we need to make our enemies weaker this round because we're fighting a relatively easy foe. Let's grab that. +2 favor. Not urgent. I think we're going to come over here and get 3.2k first and grab the regional necropolises. Where are we building our tempo? Here? Yeah, 2 turns. We're going to rush this here. Pasture's done. Inefficiency. Egypt's population and her riches continue to grow, yet there is now no necessity to spend resources on building gigantic pyramids, so there is no place to put all the surplus produce. Despite new reforms, resource distribution and efficiency grow, and Matt is being fractured. Spoilage going up. That is not great. Tomb of Sahura. We'll stick to all the default builds. The Sun Temple were important centers of sacrifice distribution. All of Egypt belongs to Ra. It only exists because of Ra, who grants a part of Earth gift to his children, the kings, and the kings give these gifts to their subjects. Bountiful sacrifices to Ra were made there for centuries at every sunrise, for all for prosperity of Egypt. Right. So good for them for that part. We got a good expedition that ended. 3 turns for this fight. Still waiting on that. Yeah, pretty much nothing here. Also nothing here. Small tribe, we can colonize them in 5 turns. Sure, something for them to do. 3.2, might be 2 turns away for that. We're gonna rush this again. Make sure we pray to Seth. Block some of those bad events. And I'm gonna increase this ratio here just once. We'll rush it on the second turn. Alright, so we're increasing this. And hopefully we'll get some free expositions. Due to the diminished role of royal necropolis and the spread of the cult of Osiris, burial next to King's Pyramid was no longer necessary to achieve eternal life, with local necropolises coming into being. Although modest in appearance at first, they eventually rivaled Royal Palace in opulence. We're not going to be able to build that up that much, actually, thinking about it. Aside from this, we can get this, 4,000. Takes about 10 turns to get there. Maybe 9 turns, actually. Alright. At least they came back. That's the key. We have enough of them dying. We maxed them out, but this is our own tribe, so really nothing there. Oh, basically all three of these. We have a new trial, food, production, and luxury. We need to be saving up then, I guess. This will return to normal. I can't fix that. 18.2. Not worth it. This feels like a luxury area. Actually a pretty good location. We can get one more population limit, which might be interesting. It's about 8 turns. So times 10, right? We get 3 food, 1 hammer, 1 luxury. A decent floodplain. Give us another population. Even though food would be better here. 40%. Actually, it's not really worth it. I want another person. Can we fight them now? It's getting ever closer, but no, not really. Let's reach Africa. I mean, we are in Africa, but the Horn. About to come back from Crete. Colonizing. I'm going to refrain from using these. Seems like they're going to be useful. The Horus name was a most important part of Egyptian royal titulature, representing the king as the embodiment of the god Horus. The Nebti name symbolized 2 goddesses, Nekbet and Wajet, patrons of the king. The golden Horus name symbolized the victory of Horus over Seth. The throne name portrayed the king as ruler of all Egypt, while his personal name represented him as a son of the god Ra. $82. It's gonna get pricey, but we're gonna do it. Then we have to refresh 2 more next turn, so it's gonna be strained. We're not fighting anyone. That's the mistake. We need to be constantly trying to win wars, I think. I guess we let him finish. We came back from Crete. Good for them. Moving on to Balkans. Yeah, why not? Rush this. Alright, another sun temple. Okay, this is just a terrible piece of land. And a pretty decent waste of resources. I think we're gonna throw our army at them, even though we're not favored to win at all. But maybe 2 back-to-back fights, I think we might have a chance. We're gonna also pray to Neith before the first fight. See what we can do. The Tomb of Ti, the official Ti, or Tai, was a royal chancellor and the overseer of royal works for King Nusara. he built a very lavish tomb for himself in the Sakura necropolis. Remarkably, the walls of his tomb show us the colloquial language of common Egyptians, as it was when they chatted with friends, talked to pets, and sung folk songs. Good for him. The people of Nut Tribe from the land of Amu region bears incense, respect for Great Horus. So we're basically getting a gift, and where are they? 88%. So if we give them 10 back, we get 10 relationship. Or we can generously reward them with favor. For only 10 favor, we get 20 relationship. That is beautiful. And we can have a chance to have them join us for good. Semitic tribes in K9. This is the event trigger. Good for us. Alright, we can add a population. There's still so much to explore. This is the edge of the bottom, it seems. Just curious to see what's the southernmost that we can reach. Not much is going on there. Speed up the tempo. Probably should explore here too. Jakara's reform. The energetic king Jadredkara, supported by a wise vizier, Patahapte, has commenced large-scale reforms. He strived to create a perfect society, impeccably organized and with a flawless resource distribution. This is our trial. Let's see. By the will of the gods and the king, Jakara, we are restoring Met and reorganizing Egypt into a more advanced state. Yet the inertia of the old custom hinders us. So reform rejection chance 20% every turn. Reform rejection power -5. 10 turns. Let's get the meaning of this. The 5th dynasty was famous for a vast number of reforms aimed at decentralizing state government. Those reforms allow for better control over resource freed up after the end of the Great Age of Pyramids. King Jakara apparently excelled at it the most. So basically, we are redistributing our resources, creating title and reform to improve the law, take advantage of patron god to neutralize the negative consequence of reform. A lot of people will oppose reform, so keep reform rejection power low. Have to hit 100% to win. We can create titles with luxury. Legal system rationalization +4, reform rejection chance +10%. This is more efficient. 20 food, 20 production, only +1 here, but +5 here. Action cost of all these costs reduced by 10%. And then we also drop rejection chance by 5, only toss 20 hammers. So we're going to start with this and pump this up a bit more. Land administration reform, we get a one-time boost. We introduce many new official positions. 25, 45. It's going to get very pricey. So let's get it higher before we do this, because the cost is a percentage decrease. Positive result of reform. Our reform already have positive result, allowing us to make use additional good, convince everyone made the right decision. Rejection power -2, one-time boost again. Let's boost it to 50%. And then start dropping the cost here a little bit, because we have extra production. And we also want to reduce this down to 0. We don't want it to reject any time in any turn, even though we do have this going on. And then we'll come back to it in a few turns. Ooh, our Sun Temple. The second time we're getting artwork here in the game. A new culture in Lower Nubia. Few centuries passed since the people of Lower Nubia were first to become nomads. Now they're establishing strong permanent settlements. Oh, this is not good. They're gonna develop faster, and then it's gonna be harder for us to catch them. The Chapel Seasons of King Nursara. The Sun Temple of King Nursara was decorated with remarkable reliefs of wildlife scenes. Egyptians observed animal behavior in each of the seasons and recorded their habits. During the flood season, schools of fish rush into the Nile, and the mating season began for gazelles and hyenas. Grain was harvested during the low water season. Such depictions have helped us understand how Egyptians viewed their world. They had 3 seasons, the Egyptians. How are we doing on this tomb building? Because there's 6 turns left, and we have 3 projects left, so we gotta hurry. We're doing a 2 turn per project, which I think will get it done just in time. And I don't think we should rush it anymore because we also need to get this pushed out, and that's not the easiest thing. Do we have a fight coming up? Should we start praying? 3 turns. Okay, we're gonna wait till it's 1 turn away before we do that prayer. We do have 3. We need 4K, so 2 more turns for that. Still have 1. That still have 1. Rawr the Careless. During the reign of the 5th Dynasty kings, officials engraved the wall of their tombs with depictions of the most interesting and memorable events of their life. The official named Rawr told us a story of how, during a religious ceremony, he accidentally bumped into a king's staff and was sure the gods would punish him. However, the king pardoned the careless official. Lucky him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do 2 turns every project to finish on time. These costs do drop. We could even it out a little, and it's gonna be 45.50, 95. We also get a 1-time boost. The Jakara introduced more rigid rules and record keeping to improve the control over the multitude of newly introduced titles. There are now 2 viziers, one to manage the royal palace and other to control provincial administration. We can do that. We're dangerously low on production, but I think we'll be okay. I don't need to do that, I guess. We need to get these done so that we can actually do the real work. We don't have... We have 1 we need this to work. We need to bring back... Oh no, this is a tomb building. We need this to come online. 19%. Slow increase. Curiosity. Luxury for us. That should be okay. 4 turns. Okay, we're gonna build it here. We need a worker here. Ooh. We can move. We can move one of our food person. Let's wait a few turns so this drops a little. That goes up a little. I think we pick this up. Accumulation of wealth led to increase in the Nami's power. Regions acquired their own administration army, just like the ones in the capital, where local cults gained importance. Priests, not nomarchs, eventually became the true masters of the Nomes. I haven't seen any free exposition chance trigger yet. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's how things are. Don't have much favor. I don't know if we can do an Osiris boost. Probably just gonna skip him. We also have a fight on our hand. Let's do that. Make sure we come and speed this up next time. Oh, we are favored. Maybe we can win this once and for all. The 20% really helped. Alright, we gotta fight this well though. We need some positive events. There we go. One more. We got it. I think I'm max population. But I could use another person. We could go over. Oh, actually, we're good. We're good on the cap. Our cap increased. Blooming land, due to the favor of our god and wisdom official of the region, Coptos prospered more than others. Lucky them. They picked up a thriving land boost. I mean, obviously very good. Alright, we're gonna annex them while they're down. They're beatable. They have gold. We'll continue to explore. Colonizing this small tribe doesn't feel very rewarding. This is an oasis. Maybe that would be something good. We could trade with them first and then conquer them later. They're not very close to 100%. And even if we do get 100%, it's going to take a while to get that triggered. We're just going to have to use up our favors here. These are necessary for sure. Because we got the settlement done, that's why we got the extra population. This is a good return. The oldest legal code of Mesopotamia, Urakagina, a ruler of city of Lagash, confiscated the land seized by officials and forced priests. To lower the prices of rituals, he abolished debt slavery and helped the poor. Urakagina was the first among Mesopotamian rulers to order his laws to be recorded on clay tablets so that they could not be forgotten. Alright, we have a lot going on here. We actually are short on hammers, and we can actually get a couple boosts this way just to even out things. It's 7 turns. I think we can maybe, I mean, it's what, 4, it's 8 more clicks, so it's still a while away till we get this. We can get 2 clicks in here. And reform rejection power goes down, we get another boost. That's great. The other problem is we need to be careful of this, and this needs to be rushed, which is going to cost us more. That's our main problem. But we're about to get this done, so that is good. 5 more turns till that fight, and then we can just trigger that. We're cutting it close. We have assimilated them. Perfect. One-time boost, tax revenue increase. Excellent. Go work those lands. And there's no food production here. It's a good spot. I feel like I think this is maybe our chance to increase our population again. Because it's definitely a good hammer production, and this is definitely a good ratio for that. It's a pretty good expedition route as well. We'll do that afterwards. 94, 99, they're almost ready. Yeah, good for them. Let's see. We don't have enough, mainly because of production limitation. $55, but then we have to go into overdrive here next time. We'll see what we can do. 29 food. Do we have any good tiles we can work on though? It's gonna be a lot of exploration. I don't think it's worth it at this point. And we're at 1.5 million people. Osiris cult ascends. It's a nice boost. God of the other world and sacrificial ancestor increase. Osiris himself, not the king, help all deceased to achieve eternal life, with the cult of Osiris becoming especially popular in Abdos, the former necropolis. Another expedition that comes back with nothing. We could have used those hammers. Really could have used those hammers. Wait, we can probably build here. We need 5 more clicks. That's just not... I mean, we're also trying to balance out finishing this, which, as you can see, definitely a bit constraining. We're going to do this quite a bit so that we can at least get 1 click in. More clicks. We can do a couple of this. Yeah, we're looking for that. 4 more turns. We do have quite a bit of luxury. Let's use some. Ooh, that is a pretty looking tomb. And we finished a little bit ahead of schedule. I think exactly on schedule, perhaps? On time. 90. There's no trial with that, so no finishing early or late. Ooh, the Tomb of Unas. Look at all this scripture inside. And the 6th dynasty and the final one for this game has come to power. This dynasty is known for a decline of royal authority during its rule and for increase in authority of the nomarchs. A harsh ordeal awaits this dynasty, undermining the power of its kings. Basically giving regional power definitely is not a great idea. 4 projects in 21 turns. That is easy, I want to say, unless these are super hard ones. It's not. It's default. It's very manageable. We could potentially wait this out a little bit because we need to finish this. And we can gain a lot of production real quick. I want to drop this price down. So potentially, maybe next turn we can start doing something. Next turn we can finish it. That's the goal here. 36. Yeah, I think next turn we can wrap things up there. Royal cult were initially supposed to be sustained eternally through sacrifices, yet time showed the worship of royal spirits can cease, ending their eternal life. King Unas decided to commit the sacrificial ritual to the walls of his pyramid in written form. Now the deceased could read it himself and be independent of sacrifice of his descendants. I'm worried about people won't be praying to him in the future. Alright, got this fight coming. We're going to have to do a prayer before that fight because they are getting stronger. 2 turns. Yeah, Neath is going to time out. We're going to have to... Oh, it's going to time out right onto that turn. It's a little awkward in terms of timing. The Cobra people. We're trading with them. They want to fight us? That is a golden opportunity, actually. We beat them up and then we go conquer them. Luxuries. I mean, we could colonize that. It's not half bad. Food and luxuries here. Yeah, we're gonna delay the pyramids a little bit. Let's see if we can finish this turn. We need 4 hits. Doesn't look like we have enough. Maybe next turn will be when we can do it. It's probably better to get 1 in. Reform help to simplify decision-making in remote lands, increasing the autonomy and the ability to quickly act or react to changing circumstances. Alright, we got a one-time bonus. Maybe next turn. I think next turn for sure. Probably get silver, I'm hoping. Maybe bronze again. Plus 10 population limit? That's lovely. Alright, we got our fights. We are barely ahead. We need really good events or else we're going to be in trouble. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Alright, a lot of good news. We completed our quest. The Nubians are ours, and we have taken control of the land. 50 luxuries. New quests, conquering the kingdom of Seth. To make the valley safe once and for all, to conquer all the neighboring land, including the deserts of Seth. We need all 40 tribes of Egypt, so all the areas around. That's actually a lot of stuff. For Egyptians, Nile Valley was a blessed land surrounded by desolate realm of Seth. The desert was a source of chaos, such as sandstorm, nomadic invasions, etc. Conquest of this land was considered to be an onerous yet holy task, yet very difficult. We also were able to get them to 100%, and now we can give this attempt. They dare to attack us, and we dare to attack back because their forces are due to be much weaker after this assault finishes. Assuming we win, which I think we will. They've been conquered. It's going to be 3-1. It's a decent place. And we can see their land here. This one's not terrible. It's gold. Alright, let's finish this. 53. Let's spend this down first. 47. We still might not have enough to finish this. Well, we could use luxuries to finish up the last couple percentage, actually. But we're kind of worried about this, I guess. We're done. Bronze. Yeah, we had 2 turns left. 1 turn short. We probably could have just luxury spammed, now that I think about it. Minus 20% spoilage, plus 1 additional decentralization. Drakar's reform accepted by both gods and people alike, allowing him to adopt Egypt's economy to new realities. Officials of Egypt have changed considerably. They now have more rights and fulfill their responsibility more zealously. Great changes can be observed starting with Djurkar's rule. The number of regional necropolises and tomb of noblemen multiplies, along with their size and opulence. Mentions of increased activity and importance of royal official can be found in these tombs. Back to our tomb building now. There we go. Let's hope the expeditions go well. Eventually, more and more people came under control of the growing Egyptian kingdom. The institution of colonial administration evolved, create a foundation for future empire. Fortresses were built, rebellion quelled, and the influx of tributes grew. Some territories even lent their troops to Egypt. Now, speaking of lending troop and territories to Egypt, we do need to expand. That's part of the rule now. So we want all of these lands. And we're going to need more people, basically. I think we do need to get those back. We might have a luxury situation, but hopefully some of the expeditions will kick in before it becomes a problem. With 18 turns, I don't think we need to rush anything, so we're going to go slow with these. We got exploration finish, going farther now. We have exactly 25 turns left, because the game ends on turn 300, so I don't know if we want to explore any more. It's not going to bring us any benefits. Maybe it's better to explore. Although we do need those luxuries. That's the bad part. I can try to bring those home, I guess. I need this to click. I think it worked. That's why we got extra population. All we had to do was ask a little. Another excellent gloomy land, and we simulated. Perfect. Go work. Bring back us production. They're almost at 100. Seneb the Dwarf. Dwarfs played an important part in the lives of the Old Kingdom palaces. Some of them were servants, while others worked as jewelers or weavers. During the rule of Pepi II, the dwarf Seneb became an overseer of royal weavers and shepherds. The king greatly distinguished Seneb by allowing him to marry one of the king's daughter. Can we get away with another one? I think we can. Can we build here? No. We can't fight because we're currently fighting somewhere else. It's gonna really strain the luxuries, but I guess we do it. You can always boost this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We can do this for now. Eventually we'll run into some problems. Two favor. I'm gonna take it. Tombs are often decorated with scenes of Egyptian daily life, where the noble occupant were shown experiencing the most notable moments of their life. A soul returning from the other world could feel more comfortable in a familiar domestic setting with sacrificial food awaiting them. Is this a fight that we need to worry about? What is the numbers? Oh, we are so favored. That actually helps this case. And now they're super weak. That luxury is going to keep us afloat. We're growing it. It's just going to be a little difficult getting all that finished. I think we're good. Not much, but we can get a population out of this. The war is raging between... Oh, get two groups of people again. So let's see. They're over here. Getting interrupted. The great king Sargon conquered all of Mesopotamia, founded his capital, the city of Akkad. He standardized weights and measurements for trade, built roads and canals, and honored the gods with many a sacrifice. He assembled an army, the likes of which have never been seen before, and marched it to Lebanon and Anatolia to acquire cedar wood and silver. His acts will live in legend for thousands of years. We get a 1,000 boost. That's very lovely. We are going to side with Cobra people because we're about to subjugate them. And we just want them to be weaker so we can attack them. And if we provoke them to attack us, that's even better. Alright, we have picked up the Scorpion people. We can get dyes. That's not bad. Keep exploring. Okay, one more turn for that tomb. Gonna keep Seth up. Autobiographies of officials were next step after didactic texts in the development of ancient Egyptian literature. Dignitaries committed their title to writing, complementing them with description of their successes in king's service. Such texts express hope for a decent burial and sacrificial goods from the king and Secor, god of mythic necropolis. Just want to be buried next to the king. Pepi II comes to power. A 6-year-old has become the new Horus. Pepi II, due to the king's early age, his power has been assumed by regents ruling his name. In later years, Pepi II will remain content with his state of affair, leading Egypt to decentralization and reduced royal authority. And we have Tomb of Marana. Okay, so this is fine. We have picked up another piece of land. If there is absolutely no incoming growth here, I don't think we should stay and work. We're gonna explore a bit and pick up more land. Pepi I finished building his pyramid. Because its shape is perfect, he grants it the name Endurance and Beauty of Pepi. This is later shortened to Endurance and Beauty, or Min-Nefer in ancient Egyptian, which in ancient Greek became Memphis, later a nearby settlement. Maintaining this pyramid would also be known as Memphis, as with the entire region. Thus the royal region would become Memphis. Magic of translation. Alright, we are definitely having electro luxury. Let's fix that real quick. It's gonna only become worse next turn, but we're gonna try to pray a bunch and pray our problems away. Alright, we discover a lot of new regions. Let's see what we can do with them. Ivory. We're not friendly with them, so we can't trade. I can explore. This is friendly enough. We can technically trade with them. Wow. Magical stones. Alright, everything's offline. I think we need those 3 back online, and we should be okay after that. Yeah, the expeditions were successful. It's definitely good. 3 turns till we subjugate them. Actually, you know, turn 280, I think we'll end our episode here. This is sort of a good save point. We'll wrap up the final 20 turns next time, and we should be done with the games. We've been getting bronze for our last few trials. Bit unfortunate, but we're coming under a lot of resource pressure as well. So as long as we get through it, hopefully it'll be good. So until next time, bye!